All right, everybody, it's time. Have you played Atari today? Well, let's get y'all in the mood. We're gonna play 5 random Atari games on this here stream. But what to play? What to play? The Atari 2600 had quite a few games, more than one would expect for such a primitive system. Although, let's be honest, a lot of these games were kind of cloned from one another. Let's see what looks good. Boxing, Activision, 1980. And this is how the game looks. If I remember, how the hell do I start this shit? Hey. I always forget where the reset button is on this fucking thing. No, that's not what I want to do. No, color mode. There we go. Now, boxing is a very simple game. As to be expected. The trick, as you can see, is to get the guy on his nose and send him flying back. It's an overhead view. Where player one is the white sprite. Well, I shouldn't call it a sprite. That's not the way the graphics worked on this game. And the player one is the white boxer, and player two, or in this case the computer, is the black boxer. Now, you get scores every time you get a hit to the nose. So the best way to get points, as you can see, is to send your opponent bouncing off the rope and back into your fist. And I won that match by a score of 73 to 67. That's some good shit right there. Now, it's not much to talk about today, obviously, but back then, it was one of the great ways to waste a couple of minutes. You know, that's the thing about the Atari 2600. It's a very simple system. You're not going to be spending hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours playing these games, right? There's score attack. There, see if you can beat the score and the time. Let me go one more time. No, I don't want to. Okay, which one was the reset again? There we go. F2. Now, come on, bitch. See, this is the downfall of any strategy in this game. The only way to get in a position to hit the guy is to get him in a position where he can hit you. And it's not looking good for me this time. So, come on, if we still got a chance here. As you can see, as simple as it is, it can get very intense as the clock ticks down and you're trying to get those last few points. And that really is a large part of the Atari 2600 experience. It's trying to get as much as you can in the constraint of time that you have. Anyway, that's game number 1 for today. Let's go to game number... what? No? There we go. I don't know what the hell I hit there. What else can we play? There's some with a little more meat on it. Not too much, because it's the Atari 2600. Right? What's a good... Dig Dug. Now, Dig Dug shows us that the default, at least for Stella here, is the hard difficulty mode. Now, how do I know this? If you set it to easy... That's funny, where's the bear? Let me see if it'll show on reset. That's weird. Huh. Oh, there it is. I don't know why the F1 button is doing that. But yeah, the easy mode for the game here in Dig Dug would be a bear. So you take the bear out and you hit. And here we are. Dig Dug. Now, as you can see, some of the shapes in the game are somewhat basic. And the enemy ability to phase through objects does make, using the rocks more difficult than it should be. See, now he's gonna try to go. Gotcha, bitch. Now, I'm sure everybody here has played Dig Dug. It's a classic. Really one of the hallmarks of the golden age of gaming. Now you'll notice that the enemies are not always in the same position, nor are they in the same number. Get out of the way. I fucked that one up. Let me grab that real quick. And of course, the last enemy, if you don't kill it quick enough, it'll go away. Oh, got two of them. That doesn't happen often for me. I do realize the music is more than a bit repetitive. That is the norm for the Atari. Holy, I don't remember the fire reaching that damn far. Although I must admit I'm more familiar with the NES version of this game. And here's another symbol of the difficulty progressing. The color of the dirt has changed. Gotcha, bitch. Alright, they finally split up. And that's what happens if you don't hurry the fuck up. The enemies get a little faster. In this case, a shit ton faster. And you almost certainly die. So, as tempting as the extra points may be, you're usually better off killing the enemies as quickly as possible if you're trying to progress quickly. How the hell? No, you ain't going anywhere, homie. Alright, so that's, we're quite a distance away now. It helps to be quick with the fire button. That way people don't move on your ass too quickly. Also, you can fire a short distance through a single layer of dirt. Now to deal with Fire over here. Thankfully, the fire guards can only fire horizontally. So you can get the drop on them vertically. Thing is to get that the fire through the fire through the one layer, you have to be right next to said layer. Like this. And as you can see, the last guy gets faster. The further along in the game you get. you might notice some rather aggressive sprite flicker. The system didn't really have a huge limit on how much could be displayed on screen at any one time. And now being a how unfortunate. And now we're back at this color. Although the game still gets harder. Come on. There we fucking go. Got that one. I think I'm gonna get this one. Gotcha. Persistence pays. Of course, the Figar, while being horizontal only, can also fire through the dirt. And they can get aggressive as all get out. Let's get these, uh-oh. Okay, we got, 2 more to go. Ooh, that was close. I'm getting a lot further than I'm used to. Alright, you little bastards. And now we get under the Figar. Oh. Okay, Puka. Oh, that was too close. I got ganged up on there. See, now they all have a lock on me, so basically it's going to be impossible for me to get anywhere. And that's the game. I think I did pretty well for some Dig Dug, honestly. I don't usually get that far. So, hey, I'm happy for that. Alright, let's see. What else can we play here? Escape from the Mind Master. Ghostbusters. Yeah, nah, we're not doing that. I'm trying not to get too frustrated. King Kong, Clax. They made a game on MASH, apparently. Which, I'm not sure how the hell that would work. Here's, Miner, 2049er. Okay, we've got 3 miners. Now, it's worth mentioning, sound effects on this system are, okay. Not sure what the hell happened there. take it. Now the objective of this game, come on, is to step on the platforms to color them. Being aware that some of them are apps will just send you falling down. So it can be a bit of a pain in the ass to get them all done. Looks like these yellow pillars are where the falls happen. And of course, since this is an old school arcade game, you get fall damage. So it's very important to see exactly where you're falling to. Ugh. And yeah, I'm not good at this game. Straight up. Really, all you can do is give it the old college try, you know? I'm not sure why this game needed so many slides. And I'm guessing it gets a lot harder the further down you go. I mean, the further on you go. Now, this is probably not the best version of Miner 2049er, even in its time. From what I understand, this was actually a popular... Oh, shit. A popular computer game in the UK. Well, ain't much for it. Ain't much for it. I sucked the bed. I shat the bed there, man. Real shit. All right. I think we've had enough fucking Miner 2049er. Okay, let's take a look. Now, quote-unquote official Frogger was not released on a cartridge. As you can see here, it is something for the AR Supercharger. From what I understand, this was a tape deck, right? So, you would have, I guess, a special adapter cartridge, right? And you would put the tape in, and it would load from the tape. Which seems a bit unwieldy for a game console, but let's see what the official Frogger is like. Okay, shady though it may be, it's actually not a bad version of the game. Get the pink frog. That gets you some bonus points. Now this is, of course, the classic running across traffic game. I hate that left hole there, because it is by far the hardest one to get into. And the fly also gives us points. As you can see now that we're in stage 2, things are getting a little faster. And we're introduced to a goal trap, the alligator. Basically, you cannot get... You gotta go into a goal if the alligator's in there, or you die. Come on, baby. Ha! Okay, we got the pink frog. And the timer is coming down pretty quick. Shit! Now it's getting difficult. On. What the fuck? I guess that's why they give you so many lives. It's harder than shit. Okay, we got only one. Oh shit, it's got the alligator in it. Oh yeah, now it's getting weird. Damn. Oh, that's a new threat, the snake. But yeah, the official Frogger is hard as shit. I'm guessing it was European developed. It seems to be a thing you would see a lot in Euro games, where they would give you an absolute ton of lives, but the game would be so hard you get through them all in like a second. That's my guess, anyway. Now, let's contrast that with the Frogger released on cartridge. And yes, it's making me wait to get through the jingle. Already you could tell that the game is nowhere near as detailed. Ah, shit. Okay, maybe I am playing on the easier level. Hold on a second. I always thought A was the more difficult version. Looks like I've been educated. Let me see. Okay, so that's just what happens anyway. Okay, Okay, the switches don't seem to be having any effect. Oh, shit. Now, let me see if I got it right. There we go. It's in the correct version now. Now we reset, and we can play in earnest. I remember the difficulty being the two switches, the left and right switches. I don't remember there being any other. What the fuck? I only pressed the thing once. Alright. Okay, so if you hold it, it just keeps going. Gotcha. And it's sensitive as shit, too. Oh yeah, the sensitivity in this version of the game is out of control. No. And we're done. Oh, almost. We have one more left. And that's the end of that version of fucking Frogger. Because holy shit, you know? That was let down by its sensitivity, which is a shame because there's not quite as much sound blaring at you. So, you know, it's not as distracting. Let me see, let's find another one here. Not sure what the hell Outlaw Gunslinger is. I don't think there was a joystick, yeah, so okay, this is looking like one of those okay, this is one of those multiplayer only games, so we can't really do anything with that. Yeah, I don't have nobody here, so no luck there, right? Of course, there's always the OG Pitfall. Uh-oh. This is a side-scrolling game. Basically, the mission is you go through the jungle, collecting treasure and avoiding danger. Now, these guys will just take points from you. And thankfully, you don't die if you fall into the lower level. Of course, those guys kill you instantly. Oh, come on, I jumped over him. The hitboxes can be a bit bullshit sometimes. Of course, being a side-scroller doesn't mean you only have to go to the right. Sometimes you can just go left. Okay. Don't mind me. We got a log that's standing still on this screen. Now the principal way to make let me go down. Oh shit, that costs 100 points too. The principal way you make points in this game is by finding gold. That'll be, that if you're lucky, will be scattered around any one level. Now, whether it's going to be in any level that you go to, that's heavily dependent on the whims of the game. You want to stand at the back of the gator's mouth in case they open, because otherwise you go right in. And there's your treasure. And yes, I realize that's a bit of an annoying sound every single time. Ugh. At least if you die, you go to the left side of the screen, so if you're going left, it's not so bad. And there we go to jump. Oh, that was such bad luck. That was such bad luck. And a gold ring. Unfortunately, there's not a ton to say about these Atari 2600 games. That's why I wanted to cover a range of them. Fuck. Why I wanted to cover a range of them instead of trying to dedicate a whole stream to one of them. Right? Come down here. And we're back to the bullshit. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. You know, let me play one more game. Fuck it. Cubert. Quadrun. Rabbit Transit. That's a fucking name for a game. Radar. Ram it. Not sure what else to play. Ah, River Raid. This is a classic. There you go, far. Get. Now, as you can tell, River Raid involves blowing shit up in a river. In a low-flying fighter jet. You gotta keep an eye on your fuel gauge. And be sure to destroy the fuel tankers before you leave, because they give you a good amount of points. Fuck. Unfortunately, the screen can get quite hectic from time to time. So, controlling your speed controlling your speed is nearly as important as getting your fuel topped off. And I got fucked. Oh well, it was worth a try. That's not a bad score. Try one more time. Now I mentioned earlier in this stream that that the sound is a bit rough. That would be because of the primitive hardware in the Atari. I'm trying to remember if it even had a distinct sound chip or if everything was being handled by the CPU. I think it might have been the latter. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, we're going pretty okay so far. Uh-oh. Shit! Of course, as soon as I say everything's going okay, that starts happening. That is the way of gaming when I'm around. One for bad luck, I wouldn't have any. But yeah, the Atari 2600 had barely any real audio capability to speak of. It sounded more like what would become the stereotypical bleeps, bloops, and the occasional bit of static. Familiar. And I ran out of gas. That is unfortunately something that happens. Now, like most Atari games, this one just kind of goes on. There isn't really an ending. It's about how much you can get score-wise, right? And as you can see, I beat my previous run. And I think I blew past the number of games I was planning to play in this session. So yeah, it's there we go. That's have you played Atari today? Now this isn't going to be a super regular series. You know, there's only so many games worth talking about on the Atari 2600. But I might come here every once in a while, play some games, see if I can beat some high scores or whatever. Tell me about your favorite Atari 2600 games in the comments. I'll be back later on with something a little more substantial. But in the meantime, and as always, God bless you.